Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the channel. Tonight, guys, we have a video on the ones to watch situation because obviously EA Sports dropped ones to watch cards, which is a pretty big deal. So we have those that just came out, and well, they're going to come out on Friday, but EA officially announced it today. I wanted to say thank you guys for the support on the channel. We'll talk a little bit about the market today in this video as well because the market didn't go too good today. It kind of went down a little bit at times, and the reason for that, just to start off the video and talk about it, the reason why the market definitely didn't do too hot today. Now, in some of the metas, it did go up the top tier, but not the lower tier. The main reason for that, guys, was that today, what ended up happening was a lot of people got the game, right? So a lot of people got their lower rated players. A lot of people did load up some FIFA points, and a lot of people did do that kind of thing, which to me allowed the market to drop a bit, especially with the lower rated. You saw guys like Joe Gomez go from like 4.8 to 4.0, that kind of thing. And then today we actually had a huge sell-off with the Team of the Week. So what I did was I actually picked up some Team of the Week cards, and I suggest that you guys do because Team of the Week goes out of packs tomorrow. So you guys are going to want to be involved in those investments because tomorrow, as you guys know, and if you're new to trading or if you're new to investing, when a Team of the Week goes out of packs, generally, the supply goes away because they're not in packs anymore. And so they gain a certain value over time as their supply is no longer available, right? So it's a simple concept. So they start to go up over time. And I've had my favorites this week. If you guys want to check that out, it's on the Team of the Week investing video. But tonight, guys, we're talking about ones to watch. So EA officially came out. They said to us, hey, you know what? These are going to be the ones to watches. We're going to tell you ahead of time. Now, there's two reasons why they did it. They want to stop the investors from the leaks. That's one possibility. My thing, another possibility, my real feeling about why they posted them so early is that I feel like EA is trying to hype it up. EA wants to make a lot of money and a lot of that good stuff, man, for this upcoming year. That's my genuine theory about it. So we get into it, and obviously with ones to watch, there's so much to talk about. So we will talk about a lot of it. So these are the confirmed ones to watches that we have, and the reason why we're making this video is because, guys, to be honest, there is a lot of investment opportunities. So we start off with Hazard, we start off with Griezmann, we start off with Coutinho, we start off with Frankie de Jong. These are the top four. Now, Hazard's card is going to be really expensive. This one's the watch card should be in the millions, probably somewhere between 1 and 2 million coins. I would say Griezmann is probably hugging that million mark, maybe like 700 to 1 mil, somewhere in there. I don't know how much Coutinho will be. I don't know how much De Jong will be. De Jong will probably be a little bit like 200, 250, 300, maybe a little bit around there. It's a popular player. I think that people will take their bets on it earlier in the year is my guess. Then we move down. We have Icardi. We have Lukaku, who's actually been playing really well, so it's nice that Lukaku is getting one. I like that because he's in the lineup. He's been scoring a lot of goals. That's really solid. Rodri, De Ligt. So we have these kind of guys. Then Lucas Hernandez. We have Brandt. We have Jovic. We have Pepe. So a lot of really meta players on this section of it because Hernandez is super meta. A lot of people like that gold card. Julian Brandt's also a pretty decent card. Jovic is decent. Pepe is decent as well. So that's what we got going on, boys. Pepe's pretty damn decent. And Pepe's going to be a guy that I'm talking FIFA-wise. Real life, I don't know. You guys make your own opinions. But in terms of Pepe, I think Pepe's got a really in-demand card, so we'll talk about Pepe. I think he's going to have a lot of ones to watch hype with that card this upcoming year. Then we've got Sarabia, we've got Haller, we've got Ben Yedder, we've got Maguire. Ben Yedder made me really happy today. Ben Yedder actually, if you guys want to look with me real quick, Ben Yedder rose a ton on the market today just due to that announcement. I bought mine at 14K when I originally bought my team, but I'm pretty sure he rose a ton. He's up around 40,000 coins just because of a simple little OTW announcement, which is kind of impressive, to say the least. So it's good to see that he rose up a little bit. We've got Maguire there, who's obviously a GGMU. You guys know how they do it. Thorgan Hazard is in there. Irving Lozano's in there, which is a really good one. I'm happy that Lozano got in because Lozano's a very popular card. Joao Felix got in there, which is really nice. Barella got in there. And then we've got Wan-Bissaka, Pulisic, and Joe Ellington. So out of these, I mean, just talking about the ones to watches in general, I really think Felix is going to have a lot of hype. Lozano's going to have hype whenever he's playing. Ben Yedder's going to have a lot of hype. Pepe's going to have hype. I think Hernandez will have initial hype, but he'll die down because he's a little bit of a defender until he starts doing stuff. And then I think the front four will have some decent amount of hype. So this one's to watch is definitely decent. It's nothing to really joke around about. A lot of big transfers this summer. And if you guys don't know how ones to watch works, basically these cards are kind of like road to the final / those kind of cards. People like to bet on these cards that they'll have a good performance on the weekend, and they're nice to trade with because they will basically fluctuate on the market based on how they're performing in real life or how their performance was in a given time. So if they have a good weekend, there's a chance that, you know what, the ones to watch could really it'll go up because he had a good game. For example, Griezmann scores 2 goals on a weekend. Griezmann might go up like 300,000 to 400,000 coins just through the fact that he had a really good performance on the weekend. That's kind of the concept of the ones to watch. It's how they've been working. So keep that in mind, man. As you guys invest, keep it in mind. It is how they kind of work. So now, why are we making this video? What are the real coins? Because obviously we could talk about these cards when they're all released. What we're here to talk about today, guys, is the fact of the gold cards going out of packs. Now, what happens with ones to watch? I made a video on this already, but essentially these gold cards will go out of packs for a full week or 2 weeks, depending on how long EA is going to run the promo. Which does mean that they're going to go up a lot in value, especially the ones that are pretty meta. Now, I'm not going to go back and show you guys last year. If you want to go look at any of the ones to watch cards from last year, you guys will see that they did go up in value a lot. The important ones. Now, there was some that were overinvested, like Mars and Goretzka. I did have some of those, so they were a little bit overinvested, and they didn't really end up rising too much. Just keep that in mind, guys. They really didn't end up going up that much in value. So that's something to keep in mind. Make sure you're not getting into too many overinvestments. But if we look in general, some cards you guys may be wanting to pick up. Now, I'm not telling you guys you got to pick them up today. You can pick them up tomorrow. Just try to probably get on them before Friday, and they may rise a ton in the hype. So if they're up way a lot before, you know, they go out of packs, maybe you take the money and you buy back on Friday if people panic sell. But some players that I think are going to really increase this week, I think Hazard's going to go up a lot right now on the market. Let's take a look on the menus because it's the beautiful new menus that we have on FIFA 20. So let's take a look at them on the menu. So Hazard at the moment, Hazard is 500,000 coins. Now, Hazard's actually down a bit today. He was about 600, but I think Hazard's got a serious rise potential going out of packs. I think really you're going to be looking for him to go 600 to 700. I think that's possible. Depends on how much more he declines, but I think at the current price he's at right now, this card has a really good chance to increase. I actually picked up a Griezmann in my club. It doesn't mean any of you guys watching this video should, but I just want to show you that I did make the effort to buy one when he got panic sold a little bit yesterday. I picked up an Antoine Griezmann for 260K. He's about 290. I do expect a nice little rise on Griezmann because Griezmann is just simply very popular. Now, you guys want to be careful with some of these guys because guys like Coutinho today have just spiked a ton because of this announcement. They've gone up a little too much for my liking, and now they're really starting to increase because they're technically in ones to watch, right? So people are already anticipating that these gold cards are going to go out of packs. So some of those guys you have to be careful of. Now, somebody that's going to be a huge moneymaker is going to be this Frankie de Jong's gold card. Now, he's been out of packs since this game came out. Frankie de Jong's gold literally hasn't been in this game because he's had this inform the whole time. But I genuinely think, guys, that Frankie de Jong's gold card will come back into packs after Team of the Week goes out of packs tomorrow, which is a big deal. He'll come out of packs. He'll come back into packs, right, for 2 days, and then he'll go out of packs again on Friday. So Frankie de Jong, if you guys have the ability to find the price when you think he's really low, to get in on him, it's going to be a really good pickup. I genuinely think so because he's going to have such limited supply on the market. Somebody that he really reminds me of last year is Joao Cancelo. Joao Cancelo had the same thing where he got a Team of the Week 1, I believe, and then he got a ones to watch. Something along the lines of that because I remember having gold Cancelos, and he did really well for the investment purpose, right? He did really solid in terms of going up in value and hitting the market, you know, with authority. So Icardi is more of an SBC kind of guy. I think the thing with Icardi is that Icardi would be more of a player that he is going to go out of packs, so it's not a bad pickup. He's also not really that inflated. Buying him at 8 point, let's see where he's at right now. And if you guys want to buy some of these cards that are going to go out of packs, right, this is what I would be doing. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. Right now, he's 8.8K, right? So go on Flippin or go on anything you've been tracking prices on. Take a look at what they've been as of recent. So right now, I'm going to check out Icardi's price. What has he been up until this day? So yesterday, he was 7.6K, but 2 days ago, actually, today he was 7.6 before the announcement, but yesterday he was 8.7. So really, at this price, you're not buying that inflated. It's really not that inflative of a price. You'll take a look at 8.9, and if you really want, you guys could just sit here all day and actually just try to get a snipe. If that's something you're into, you could kind of wait until a price that you like really does come up, and then you could put it into your club, make a little coins on that. And this is going to be more of a player that, I mean, Icardi's kind of a guy that, you know, this would be hoping that you kind of grab an SBC next week. I don't know how much you'll go up out of packs because I just personally don't think Icardi's that used. Lukaku is another guy that is going to go out of packs. I don't know how much. I think Lukaku's got a messed up minimum price unless they fix that. He's still at 21K. So Lukaku's not that good out of packs in my opinion. Rodri's an interesting one. I think Rodri's good because Rodri is like a third of the price of Fabinho. Now, my Rodri's sold today. He's at about 32K right now, but that's not a bad value to go for. 30 to 31, that's kind of where he's at. Now, that's probably, you're going to probably see him rising maybe up to like 40,000 coins out of packs. That's a possibility in my opinion. Not too much more than that, 40 to 50 probably, just because of the price of Fabinho, and as he continues to rise, that should be a decent look. Another guy that actually does seem like a pretty decent look to me is De Ligt. De Ligt is a very popular card this year amongst Foot. Now, he's 31,000 coins, that gold card, and I played against him in the draft, and he is very, very solid in the draft. So I think that he'll be pretty decent in this game. Yesterday, he was 27K. Day before, he was 29. So maybe a little bit overpriced at the moment. Maybe a little bit more than what you do want to pay for him at 29.5. So maybe if you do want to go for him, you get that snipe. So you have that security that when he does actually get the ones to watch, that you actually got that extra little bit cheap price. I always say that to you guys when you're making investments. Always try to cover your, not your spread, but cover your bottom. So like, try to get a little bit cheaper price. So like for me, 28,000 coins for De Ligt is pretty nice. I'll take that. I'll put that in my club. I won't really worry about that. Now, Lucas Hernandez is a player that I think is going to rise a good amount. I think he'll do pretty well because I think a lot of the pros have him in their teams. He's already risen a lot. I think today he was 44K, and now he's at 50K. And people know that, right? Now he's rising pretty nicely. He's about 52, 53K. So that's already rising pretty nicely. Might want to stay away from that, even though it's going to rise a ton. I think that, you know, you don't like buying at inflated prices, so make sure you kind of, you know, sit on the sidelines if you feel like something's too inflated. Brandt's chilling at 24K. That could be decent. I don't know if Brandt's going to go that much higher than 35 or 40 out of packs. And remember, you're going to have to wait a week to sell these guys, so you guys got to keep that in mind as you're investing. It's a whole week of a wait. It's not going to be the easiest coins you guys have ever made. Now, it is a cool concept because the cards go out of packs, and it's a way to make some coins, but don't be going all in and investing in something that you're just not really too sure about. Now, Jovic is an interesting example. This guy got panic sold all the way down today to like, geez, I mean, I think he was down to like 4,000 or 5,000 coins. And then when they announced ones to watch, he actually did go up. So Jovic, I think, could go up a nice 3 to 4 to 5K out of packs. Pepe is an interesting one. I think Pepe is a little bit scary for me just because he was so inflated early on. And Mars last year, guys, well, I got to be honest, man. Mars last year was 50,000 coins at the max. So I don't know about Pepe. I think he might rise out of packs, but I don't know. I don't really see him going over 100K. Sarabia is a really interesting one because Sarabia is kind of like an SBC guy, and I guarantee we're going to have some SBCs next week that are like just generic 83 rated SBCs. So Sarabia probably doesn't hurt as an investment. He's 2.5K, and this would be one that I think you guys could literally just club stock one. 2.3K at the moment. You could just put one in your club. It's an 83 for 2.3K. So I think I already put one in my club, so I'll put that one up to the transfer list. Ben Yedder is one that I think is going to go up a good amount. He's already 40K, but I think 50 to 60 is likely just because I think his ones to watch will be expensive, and I think Ben Yedder is just too popular. Haller's now at 4.3. Haller's a guy that I think a lot of people are using in the Prem teams. I don't really know why because I think he's 2-star, 3-star, but I think Haller could be decent. I'm probably not going to pick one up, but if you do want to get one for the club, that's not too bad. Harry Maguire, I don't really know too much about. I'm not crazy about Thorgan Hazard. I do like Lozano a little bit. I think Lozano will probably rise 5 to 10K out of packs. You'll see a little bit of a rise with him. So Lozano, in my opinion, is a decent one. The only problem with Lozano is you're going to buy inflated. He's already up to 18, 19 today, so he did go up a bit. Felix, I think, will do pretty well out of packs. I have no problems with Joao Felix. Wan-Bissaka, I think, as well, guys. I think Wan-Bissaka will be a very nice card to pick up if you can get him. I know he got the price range update, but, you know, Prem right backs are just special, man. It seems like Prem right backs just don't stop rising this year. So I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if Wan-Bissaka pretty much had a nice little rise out of packs. I think Wan-Bissaka's definitely a very in-demand player. And so for me, it would come to me as a shock if he didn't do a real nice rise out of packs. And then Joe Ellington and Pulisic. I think Pulisic might have like a K or 2 out of packs. Not too much there. But yeah, I mean, that's the ones to watch, guys. And the concept is that, again, their gold card is going to go out of packs on Friday. They will go out of packs for a week. So hopefully I'm trying to be here and give you guys the best options you can go for. I think if you got a lot of coins, Hazard, Griezmann, De Jong, those are kind of your dudes. Maybe De Ligt and Rodri. If you got a smaller budget, maybe you guys are looking at picking up a Jovic, picking up a few Sarabias with an SBC coming out. Sarabia links a lot of players, PSG and Spain, and then maybe a few Howlers as well because you've got, again, another player that's going to link a few players potentially for some SBCs. And that's something you guys can, I think, look at down the line for some really nice profit and some really nice coins. Down the line, though, I mean, obviously that's for down the line. So keep that in mind, guys, as you guys invest. Happy investing. Hopefully you guys you guys, you know, kill it with it. We'll have a little update for you guys on Friday as we get more information on ones to watch. But yes, this is the official ones to watch. And that's my take on the investments, man. That's what I think is going to be good. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any questions. Thank you guys for the outstanding support on both the streams and the YouTube videos recently. I literally couldn't say thank you guys enough. I'm grinding out of my mind right now. I've been double uploading like 17 days or something in a row. And we've been doing crazy long streams. So hopefully you guys are enjoying all the content. It's been just as fun to make it as it's been as fun for a lot of you guys that are saying that you guys watch it. So glad you guys are enjoying it. And I'll see you guys in a video soon. Peace out.